Told her live back in a bit, meditate, I think I should. No, we ain't friends, got me on
Griselda. Why so many people like them? So Griselda, alright, you know, you hate them, you love them, whatever. Mostly love them because it seems like everybody loves them right now. But Griselda, you know Griselda, okay? This video is not going to exactly be a history lesson on Griselda. But Griselda, you know, they have pretty much brought back a golden era of hip-hop, classic hip-hop, lyricism, and artistic value that has not been seen in, I'd say, over a decade in hip-hop, really, at least at this level. You know the members of Griselda, you know Westside Gunn, you know Conway the Machine, you know Benny the Butcher, you know Conway and Gunn are brothers, you know they're cousins, Benny the Butcher, you know. The inception of Griselda was in 2012 with Hitler Wears Hermes One by Westside Gunn, and Griselda actually originally started out as Fashion Rebel, you know. It used to be a fashion thing, you know, Griselda used to be about high fashion, and now it's kind of merged together to mix with hip-hop. Griselda would sign deals with Shady Records through their connections with Eminem and Roc Nation, connections with Jay-Z, and since then, you know, apart from just these three starting out artists, their roster would grow exponentially, and at this point, Griselda's kind of a loose net of artists who work together to create music for Griselda. But how is Griselda becoming so popular? They have these three artists and all these other ones, and these artists are being pushed as we speak. So in this video, I kind of want to look over 2022 and how Griselda is expanding their fan base and reach larger than they ever have. If you know anything about Griselda, which I'm assuming if you clicked on this video you do, you would know that Westside Gunn, Conway, and Benny the Butcher have been putting out project after project after project after project for years and years and years now. I don't want to say inflating the market because this shit is quality, but they have just been going crazy on that, always releasing music, and this year they've kind of slowed down and kind of put a focus on their other artists on Griselda, so that's what I want to focus on here, on their expansion. Griselda is expanding. Griselda is probably going to be one of the biggest labels we know of hip-hop, and I believe 5-10 years in the future, it's going to be up there with TDE, Dreamville, etc. And a lot of these other artists would find success through Westside Gunn and his genius creation of albums. For example, Mach-Hommy coming back to Griselda in 2021 to drop Pray for Haiti, executively produced and curated by Westside Gunn. And this is obviously a playoff of Westside Gunn's highly critically acclaimed studio album Pray for Paris. And of course, Westside Gunn's ear for production, executive producing, you know, producers Conductor and Deringer mold the sound of Griselda and have since its inception, and this is no different with these new artists they have been putting on recently. And in 2022, looking at the three main members, you know, Westside Gunn dropped Peace, Flygon, and Hitler Wears Hermes 10, the 10th installment from the original project that started off Griselda's run. Conway the Machine has dropped What Has Been Blessed Cannot Be Cursed with Big Ghost LTE, another producer in the Griselda space, and God Don't Make Mistakes, his main project for the year. Incredible album as well. Benny the Butcher just dropped Hannah Talk 4, so even though these guys are dropping albums this year, it's not 7 albums like it had been for like Westside Gunn in the past, and this torch has kind of been passed down to other artists like Boldy James. You all know Boldy James. He was kind of bubbling before Griselda ever kind of took him under his wing. He had a plethora of releases this year, multiple collaborations, stuff like that, so he is on that moment, and people love Boldy. Boldy's been expanding. One of my favorite rappers in Griselda, honestly. And Armani Caesar dropped The Liz 2, which was also curated by Westside Gunn. Incredible album as well, pushing in that female rap scene, which I love to see because she is doing this Griselda sound crazy. She also sings. She has a beautiful voice. She also has like a trap song in here, and it's fire. So Armani Caesar, my favorite new member, honestly, out of Griselda. New member, okay, favorite new member. She has been killing it. Another artist who's been killing it from Griselda this year is Streetz with his album Kiss the Ring. This shit's crazy, and of course on these albums, you know the track list, they're always featuring all the Griselda members. They make sure to have that tight-knit fan-based community. It feels Griselda, you know, everything feels Griselda, whether it's curated by Westside Gunn or not, you know, those features are gonna be there regardless, and it's just gonna have that classic production style, and you're just gonna know it's Griselda, and that's why Griselda has just been going crazy lately. They're making everything have a theme, and image is so important in hip-hop, connections are so important in hip-hop, music is so important in hip-hop, and Griselda has mastered all three of these and formed them into one concise image that seems to speak for itself through the music, even if it's through these different artists. 2022 has proved that other artists can carry on this sound with help from the original members and execute it perfectly. So I'm really excited to see how the future of Griselda will look. Like I was just saying, in the next few years, I don't know how much they're going to expand their roster. They might decrease their roster, you know. It doesn't seem like Griselda is the type of label to be like, you can't release music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of labels be pushing back for months, years, and years, trying to build the right amount of hype for a release. But Griselda sees it differently, and that's definitely something I really appreciate for the artist's sake. It's, you know, if, you know, they believe the quality is up to par, you can release that out. You know, there doesn't have to be this crazy run for it, and that's also part of how Griselda's functions and has been functioning, so it's only right that they keep that up with new artists that they've been taking under their wing. But that's about all I got for you guys today. I just kind of wanted to go over Griselda and their reign in hip-hop and where they will probably end up in the future. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe at the bell so you don't miss any videos, any updates, anything like that. Go in the description, follow my TikTok, my Spotify, my Twitter down there too. And yeah, it's been Bryce. Peace.
Can't I picture little Bobby, just a young run around with his bands, hammer in his hand, feeling like a man. The illest to ever do it. Run for the pole, get the gun, put it in your brain like God.